Welcome to the ninth part of the video. Till now, we have seen or we have been able to add a single enemy on the screen. In this video, we will be able to add all the enemies in the random position with the help of the random function. And also, we will able to add the logic like whenever the enemy or the enemies touch our car, the message should get displayed. So let's start coding. At first, we have to take care of a very important thing, like whenever the enemies go beyond the screen, they should again start coming from the top of the screen. So for that we have to add a simple logic here that if obs y, the y coordinates of the car, is greater than the height of the screen, then the obs y is equal to 0. Let's just save it and run the code. Yep, so now you can see the moment it goes beyond the screen, again it start appearing from the top of the screen. Here, if you'll see, the car is coming or the car is appearing just at the starting point from the top, like here only. In order to make that appearance a little, not that fast, it should appear a little, it should come appearing a little behind from the edge. So we can change some value here. So the obs y equal to 0 minus enemy height. Okay, just save it and you will find the difference. Okay, just run the code and you can see here. So the car is coming back. Okay, so it is coming halfway through the top screen. That makes a little, okayish appearance. That's what I wanted to say here. That's it. Now, the position of the enemy should be random. Like it should not come only from the one side only, one coordinates. So it should cover whole width of the screen, whole width of the road border. So for that, we have to add the logic here. Here we have to add the logic that if the obs y is greater than or equal to height, it should come like that, and then obs underscore x equal to random dot rand range. It should come next little right side from the road border, so 170 as you can give, and then total width of. Okay, so first car from okay. So now you can see the appearance of the car. It is randomly coming from anywhere within the road range, the road border range. Yeah. Okay, perfect. Everything is going well here, but one thing, like if you can see only one enemy or the car is appearing from the top, we have at least 5 to 6 car or enemies, and in order to make them appear on the screen, we have to add just one line here. Like if you see, obs is a variable which is containing the here obs is the value which is containing the value of the car of the car count. So here we have to add one logic, obs equal to random dot rand range from from 0 to 6, as we have at least 5 to 6 cars. Yes, 0 1 2 3 4 5 6. Okay, so as we have 6 cars, so we can give the range random.rand range and save it and run the code. Okay, so now we can see, yes, all the enemies at the random position are getting appeared. Now the second part here, when the enemy makes contact with our car, the message should get displayed. So the very first condition we have to check here is when the enemy will cross the top line of our car, which is here. So then only we have to go further and set some inner conditions. So before that, there is no bumping or clashing happens. Okay, so like in simple words, like when the whole obstacle or the car or the enemy crosses or touches our top line or the coordinates, then we have to add some inner logic. So in terms of logic, in terms of if else logic, we can say when y coordinates are lesser than the enemy coordinates or the enemy height, then we'll check some inner logic. So if it making you confused, we can add the line in order to have the better understanding here. Suppose if y is less than obvious y plus the enemy height, okay. So here you can see the y coordinates will be like the y value will be 4. I think it's 1 second. Okay, so if you can see the game screen, the total height of the screen is 600 and the car height is 125. Okay, so like now we can understand that the car is at 470 y coordinates. Okay, so whenever the enemy crosses the y coordinates of the value greater than 470, then only we have to make some inner condition. I hope that is clear. In case you haven't understood this line of code yet, so we can print out all the 3 values and see the changes. So let's just add here the print statement. Okay, print y, car y coordinates and enemy height. Okay, and if you want to understand a little more, try to execute this code a little slower so that we'll have a better clarity. Okay, so now okay, I'll show you. So the moment car, if you see here, sorry. So if you'll see here, the very first value, the 470 is the y coordinate, y value, and the moment the enemy car or the enemy wind crosses the 470 value with the addition of the y coordinate and plus the height, then only we have the clash, or we can show the clash. Yes, so you can see here, the moment the card is coming at the 470 coordinates, then it is getting slower, because I have written the small logic for you to understand it easily. So my whole point is that the moment the value of enemy y coordinates reaches 350 and adds up with its height, the whole value is now greater than the y coordinate, and now we are good to go with the inner conditions. Like this range we want, then only the clash will happen. Before that or above that, the clash will not happen. So now that we are good to go with the y coordinates, now we have to check with the x coordinates. Now when our car's x coordinate is the same as enemy x coordinate, it means when if I am here and the car is also coming in the same line or just in the same range, then the clash also can happen. Okay, which means in a simple word that the enemy is coming in the same line, and if the enemy range is close to our car width, then the clash can happen. So first let's see for the right side, like when the car coordinate, like the car x coordinate will be greater than the enemy's x coordinate. First we'll see that. So let's remove this print line. Now we don't want for. So first, when the car is, if you see on the right side, that means the car x coordinate is greater than the enemy's x coordinate. So if x is greater than obvious x, that is the enemy's x coordinates, or x plus car width is greater than obvious x. This is the first condition we have to check. I have put it in the comment because there are some changes have to happen. So this is the first condition. If the x is greater than the enemy's x coordinates, or the x plus car width, like, because if you see here, this car width also plays an important role here, because if we have to determine the coordinates, this car width also plays an important role. So we have to take the x coordinates and as well as the width of the car for both the enemy also, for our car also. So this is for the right side, and let's check for the left side when the x coordinate of our car will be lesser than the x coordinate of the enemy car. Okay, so we can have the condition or some simple logic here. If x is less than obs x plus obs width, or x plus car width is less than obs x, plus enemy width. So this two condition we have to check, because in the left side if you see, the x coordinate of the car will be lesser than the enemy car. Okay, and enemy car plus we have to determine, as I told you earlier, the width of the car for both the side is important. So we have to add the logic keeping in mind the width of the car of both the sides, enemies and as well as our car. So let's just add the code here. I'm going to copy and paste here. Firstly, 1 second. Yes, just give me 1 second, sorry. Yeah, I'm going to copy here. Okay, yeah. So the first condition, as I said in the earlier part of the video, that first we have to determine when the car is coming at the range of this our car top line, the y coordinates, then only the clash will happen. So after that, then we are digging deep into the inner condition. So if x is 1 second, yeah, let me put in the screen. Yeah, sorry for that, I just noticed now. Yeah, so now I hope you can see now. So if x is greater than the enemy car x coordinate, and if it is less than enemy car coordinates plus the enemy width, or the x plus car width is greater than the, this is for the right side one, and this is for the left side one. Okay, and this is again for the right side one, when the car is on our car is on the right side, and the enemy car is just left side of our car. So these are the conditions. So I just use this print statement in order to make you understand it easily. You can add it in your own code and just see the changes. Okay, I will remove as of now. Okay, and then we have to give the crash message, which we have already used earlier. Screen.blit render the text of the message or the crash message. Okay, same position 100 and 200, and then we are updating the screen, and then we are again making the execution stop for 5 seconds, and again the game loop will start. So let's just save this whole code, okay, and run it. Okay, so we'll see now. Okay, 2 car dodged, and third one, yeah, we will wait for 5 seconds, and again the game loop will run, and the game gets started again. Okay, so yes, finally we have reached the end of this video, and I hope you understand each and everything which I have discussed. If you haven't understood, I'm assuming that conditional part, the inner logic, maybe was a little bit confusing. You can feel free to comment, okay, whatever you haven't understood. I will try to elaborate in the section which you have doubt. So yes, now we are good to go. And in the next video I'm going to cover, we will increase the speed by level up. Okay, like whenever some number of cars, like suppose 10 cars have crossed, then we'll move to the second level and the speed will increase. So in the next video I will cover that. So till then, keep coding, keep learning. Thank you. We'll see you in the next video. Thank you so much.